Hey moguls, it's Dr. T here, and I'm excited to bring you through another upgrade today with a focus being on how to move through resistance like a wealthy mogul. So let's focus on this. So learning how to move through resistance like a wealthy mogul. Now, keeping in mind, as a psychologist, a success coach, a Wall Street Journal bestselling author, and a rapid transformational expert who has been training leaders for years into moguls, power couple or partners into power couples, businesses into empires, and families into multi-generational family dynasties. I've got a lot of experience in what it takes for leaders to transform. And one of these things is moving through resistance like a wealthy mogul. So let's dive in so that when we are done with this video, you will literally know how to move through resistance the way the top moguls do it, meaning the most powerful, influential people. That's what the word mogul means. All right, everyone, let's just dive on in and recognize first and foremost that resistance is something you may not understand, but it's something very important you will now get to know for the rest of your life. Resistance is not because you don't want to make the changes and transform and grow and thrive and live out your highest reality. It is because the previous reality, therefore, the previous programming in you that creates the reality that you are in, is so concrete. It's so there. It got so programmed in. You did it over and over and over and over again that when you go to make a shift and you make an upgrade and you're doing a pattern shift and you are getting into an upgraded state and you want to transform and make changes and elevate yourself and your reality into the mogul identity, building an empire, building a dynasty, experiencing your ultimate destiny, the resistance is not because you don't want to do it. It is because the other reality is so cemented that you're going to need to know how to move through it. Because the other reality is so programmed in, it thinks that's what you want to happen. So the way you're going to move through resistance is not by feeling stuck, not by feeling just absolutely trapped in the previous reality programming and aka the previous reality, but is by understanding that the way the top moguls do it, that are the most powerful and influential, is they have a focus, a vision, a mission, a purpose, a creation, an ambition that they have in mind that is so much better, bigger, healthier, happier, wealthier, freer, so much more magnificent than any low level goal or just sort of creeping along. Are you seeing what happens here or there? Kind of get little transformational pieces, which can be helpful. The big moguls, they've got the world changing ambitions in their programming. They're like, I want to do this. Like if we think of Elon's like, I want to make sure nobody burns to death here on Earth and we have somewhere to go on Mars. Pretty significant. Right? And he's connected to it, and look who's doing it. Right? So we've got to have intentions that are the ultimate destiny. We've got to have ambitions that create the ultimate reality. Then we're given the vitality, the energy, and a stronger energetic field that can come on in and shift and reshape the resistance of the energy of the previous reality. Very powerful. So to move through resistance, you want the biggest, most expansive, amazing, beneficial reality, vision, visualization, mission, purpose, creation that you want to create. And that will bring you forward out of the little tinier, more difficult reality that is so concretely programmed into you that you feel the resistance. You're like, oh my God, this thing has me. So we also have to do the next step, which is to be primarily in our intentions constantly, day in, day out, moment to moment, in every single conversation with yourself, every single conversation with everyone you know, every single conversation that you have, every single thought, feeling, etc. You've got to live in an immersion of those intentions for the new reality that tells the old programming that's trying to hang on and like, well, I thought you wanted me to create this one. That's what you were telling me to do. That's what you did. That's how you behaved. If we stay in the intentions for the new one over and over and over again, we say it, we speak it, we think it, we record it, we play it back to ourselves, we tell everyone about it, we connect, we have every conversation, we are with it and immersing in those intentions. We write them down, we put them in our notes, we do whatever we need to do to be immersed with them. And we have every single moment in our intentionality. It takes the old programming and therefore the old reality, and it keeps dissolving it, replacing it. And ultimately, in this next step, what you'll find is toward the tail end of where that reality is literally getting replaced, the old one with the new one. There's some last pieces of resistance that rise up because ultimately the old reality, the old you, and the old problems are dying to the new reality that is being born through you. And we must allow that to occur. We can't have this reality and this reality. We have to have the new one we're birthing through every single day. The difference between resistance is a flow state where reality can say, I would like to make reality through you. And the universe goes, oh, I'd like the iPhone created. Here we go, Steve Jobs. Let me put this through you. And he takes it and he flows it into reality. Where someone else keeps getting hit every time the universe trying to give you everything, you're blocked with the resistant reality because you're constantly in the old one instead of the new one. The other step about this is to understand that most human thoughts, feelings, conversations, connections with other people is constantly rehashing and constantly talking about the old reality, constantly stuck in the problem, constantly stuck in the victim. We have to shift this and be in the constant conversation, connection, communication, and immersion into the new reality if we want to come through the resistance. Make sure our energy system knows we would like this one to be replaced with a new one, and we move forward in that, and we do it, and we think it, and we feel it. And in every conversation, even if it is annoying for people who want to keep talking about negative stuff, you are here to immerse yourself in the intentions for your future, in the immersion of a new reality. That's how you shift resistance, because truly everyone who has all these problems, dramas, struggles, and difficulties that you are getting stuck in, lost in, and distracted by are only a reflection of your previous programming anyway. And it's time to shift to people where you can have conversations, connections, creations, discussions about your new reality. And that is how you move through the resistance of the old one, because it will become programmed in every time you think it, speak it, write it, say it to somebody, connect on it, dream it, are inspired by it, meditate on it. Intention creates new reality, reality. It's an amazing thing. And that's how you move through resistance. Also, if you understand that resistance is not something to fear, it's not something to struggle in, It's something to just be like, oh, I see. That reality is so freaking cemented in that it's like pulling me into that. It's creating programming like for the person that doesn't do something. It's creating program for the persons that not motivated to do something. It's reinforcing the old reality. And you are here to wear in the new grooves and the neuroplasticity of the new reality, the neuroplasticity and the plasticity of like, oh, I will carve out a new program. I will carve out a new reality that runs through me because as reality makers, everyone, we are literally cultivating the reality through us. Energy comes in for through the universe, it comes through us. We are the filter. We create reality through everything we think, do, say, feel, communicate, discuss, share, collaborate on. And the decision has got to be that the new reality takes precedence over the new one. This is what will crush resistance. It will dissolve it. It will wrap it in a bow with the new one that's just like, I just made it more beautiful and fabulous. And it's important that in each piece of it where it just feels like I can just feel it right now. It's like molasses because I keep using that word. That in place of the resistance, you give yourself assistance for this amazing new reality that you are creating as a reality making, multidimensional, mogul level human. This is how the top moguls do it because their intentions get more attention, more of their energy, their ambitions create the vitality that brings them forward, and they are in the obsession of those intentions instead of getting stuck in the cement of the resistance. So, in place of resisting, is obsessing about the new reality you want to create, operating the way the wealthy moguls do, and experiencing a life that is the top level, full potential, legendary, legacy making mogul reality that creates a world of beautiful, unique, personalized empires, lovely multi-generational dynasties where families are wealthy, healthy, and just gaining momentum with resources and more creative reality generation after generation after generation. All right, everyone. So this is how you absolutely move through the resistance and just absolutely do that like the top moguls of reality that are making this world everything that is good and amazing and helping us come along and supporting us. And it's time for you to step up into your highest mogul self, move through the resistance of the old reality where you were previously at a different level. Absolutely step up to the new one. Leave everything behind that has nothing to do with the new reality and is only a creation of your previous programming, and allow everything that wants to come in for your new self, your mogul self, to happen. All right, everyone. Thank you for tuning in, making the upgrade. It's time to like, subscribe, and share this with others who need this motivation, help, and support and tactical training to get them through the resistance into a new level of mogul reality. And you, by sharing, liking, and subscribing, are providing that assistance. That's what moguls do. All right, everyone. Look forward to seeing you on the next upgrade. Take care and be well.